Our next guest is a chiropractic physician and acupuncturist with a musical past and a passion for books, movies, and comics from the 1930s and 40s. So much so that he's gone from just being the reader to the author. We got Dr. Richard A. Olson joining us. And before we get into this book, Doctor, tell me a little bit about your journey to becoming an author.
Well, that's a lifelong journey. I started reading in grade school, and I did sports too, so I guess I did both sides of the coin.
Right.
And through a couple decades of books and movies, you get experience and worlds of experience to these things, so now I'm putting it to paper.
You're putting it to paper, and we love that. And so we're here to talk about this book specifically today. Tell us about it.
Well, there's a character called Zorro, and the reason I say that is some of the younger people might not know the character. The author of Zorro is Johnson McCauley, and he graduated Chillicothe, Illinois High School in 1901. That's been a minute.
It has been a minute.
That's been maybe 2 minutes.
A few minutes.
Right. And he was a very well-known pulp writer, which is a genre type of paper back then. So he wrote short stories. In 1919, he created a character called Zorro, the Curse of Capistrano. So Zorro's 105 years old and still going strong.
Wow. So how did you first learn about Zorro?
Well, I guess when I was a little kid, they had a Walt Disney series I would watch on reruns. Oh. And if you really follow Batman, Batman's origins are from Zorro. His parents are leaving a Zorro movie when they get shot. So, and then Zorro's got an alternative character, kind of like Bruce Wayne Batman. He's also got an alternative character where he's a floppy, rich man by day, and then he puts on the cloak and cape and sword, and he's Zorro by night. Zorro
by night. So you actually wrote it's comprised of, you said, 15 stories.
Correct. Bonaventure Press has published this, and they have the rights to Zorro. There's a Zorro Production Incorporated National Company, and my story is called Outfoxed by a Woman.
Okay. Tell us a little bit about Outfoxed by a Woman. That's intriguing, to say the least.
Well, coming from a woman, I guess it might be, huh?
You know, you got my attention.
Well, this particular collection is called Swordplay and Romance, so we try to have romance in these stories to many degrees. I was asked by the publisher to submit a story, and that is my publishing company for Nick Still, Private Investigator, my other series. I call it Outfoxed by a Woman. And what happens is a woman and the evil captain, or capitan, fake her kidnapping, so Zorro goes to kidnap her, so they capture Zorro.
Oh, there's a little scandal in there, okay.
There's a couple great illustrations where Zorro even gets hit by a frying pan and knocked out.
Oh, wow. Okay, so who exactly is the target audience for this book? Who do you want to buy it? I mean, of course, everyone, but whose interest are you really trying to pique?
Well, to be honest, it might be more the 40 to 70 range, because Zorro is making a big comeback. Amazon Prime had a brand new Zorro series released in January this year, filmed in the Canary Islands off Spain. Oh. So Zorro is making a comeback in one way or form, and Walt Disney is launching a Zorro series next year, so the young people will know who Zorro is very, very fast.
Making a comeback indeed. Where can they get this book and check it out?
Well, the usual places. Amazon's always a good place. Dr. Richard A. Olson is my author name, and there's several Richard Olsons and Rick Olsons that write, so I had to have the A.
Yeah.
But the Zorro would be the Z. And then Bonaventure Press would be a website, but basically it's in all different forms, e-form, paperback. There's actually a nice hardback, and there's even a very special hardback with a slipcover on this version too.
It sounds like a very interesting book with multiple stories, multiple ways to get it, and multiple versions of it to get. So be sure to check it out and support this group of writers.